What's poppin', friends and fam? Are you excited? I know I am. Welcome back to another episode of iCraft SMP with your host LUUKZILLA. Alright guys, so I'm finally back. I know it's been a little bit of time and I'm sorry for that. I'm sure I've explained it already, but I've taken on a second job now that it's springtime, coming on summertime, coming on fall time, etc, etc. But it's that time. I cut my hours at my diner job where I wash dishes all day, and now that it's springtime, I'm back doing landscaping. It's something I've done for quite a few years now, but this year I'm putting in a lot more time than I have any other year. Because, oh baby, this is a busy year, so I'm sorry, I have less time to record, and I've been a little less motivated, maybe because I've been more tired, maybe because I've had less time on my hands, but anyway guys, I just want to say sorry, and I think it's been like a couple weeks since my last iCraft episode, and that really sucks guys, like yo, come on, I gotta spend some time here, right? Anyway, so here we are at my base. I know in the last episode I said I would not be working at my base, and we're not, but I just want to show off a few things. Now, one thing you may have noticed right off the bat are those little things there. Those are maps that I put in just to kind of look at the area, but that's probably not what you noticed, was it? You probably noticed that bit over there. Now I have some squares marked out on this mountain, and that's for a project that I'm going to be starting in the near future. Not today, probably not tomorrow, but sometime soon. I'm going to work on something there. That's just, I'm kind of trying to mark out a few locations, but yeah. So I've been doing some work at my base off camera. Not too much work because, as I said, I have less time, but just a little bit of work. Let's take a look at this map real quick. So I think this is a really good way to look at it. Like, you can see the fountain there in the middle. You can see the what's it district? The pet district, the fishing district, the farming district, all the way over here. You can see they're quite a distance apart. Over here it looks like there's an E. That's where I made that little test building over in the slums area. Casually Eyed Gamer is now sleeping. We have one player sleeping back, which is cool. But anyway, guys. Oh, there was a few spots of water here, and then some more spots of water here, and some more up here that continued through. And I went ahead and connected the river on up as like a natural barrier. There's also this area here. There didn't used to be trees across here, but I did something cool kind of to like separate like my land from the outside world, which I'll show you in a second. But real quick, look at this. Doesn't this look lush and beautiful? So I decided to start working on some paths around my base. So we got a nice gravel path coming off the bridge. Now this is gonna be like the main path that goes on through here. A gravel path covered with this little kind of natural looking fencing. Not natural as in the sense of like Minecraft natural, but like it looks like plants. Like these could be some kind of trees that, you know, start off small and then could become leafy up at the top. Oh my gosh, I'm tongue tied. Then I got some rose bushes back there and some melons, but like look at it from the distance. Like you can see the roses sticking out, you can see the melons. It looks beautiful. And look at that, the beacons are right in line. Those beacons are not here to stay, but that's just where I've been doing all my mining. You know how it is. But anyway, guys, I love this. I really love it. And where each of the districts comes off the path, I have like a nice simple gradient coming along, and then like each little district is going to have their own kind of path. Like over here, for instance, it goes from the natural gravel path to a cobblestone path. Oh yeah. And then for the pet district, it goes to a coarse dirt path. Oh yeah. So I actually do need to make one more house over in this district for these guys. Oh yeah, baby. So there was a thunderstorm. I went out, I was fighting some skeletal horses, and I managed to get myself, what do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these babies. Oh yeah. So we got 7 skeleton horses, each with their own. This one has more hearts than I've ever seen on a skeleton horse, and it is awesome. What is that, like 16? Something crazy. But wait a sec, no, that was 26, right? 26. Yeah, that's it. 26 hearts. That would be, what, 52 health points or something? Yeah, crazy amount. But yeah, so I got those. I'm probably going to like pick and choose like the top 3 or something and make a house for them, just like I have houses for all my other pets. And I'm gonna put it like right around where that little fenced in area is, because I think right there would be a good place for another house in this district, because it's only got 4 houses. I mean, that's not too many. But over in my fishing village, I've got loads of houses, and they're all organized. I have all my chests and stuff in place. Like this one's full of mostly stone. They got like dirt in the attic, and I got agricultural stuff. Like I keep my saplings and my seeds and like flowers and stuff in there. I got wood. I got clay, redstone stuff, random blocks, like in any kind of blocks I just throw in there. I got sand and glass in this one, mob drops in this one. This one's actually an addition whenever I realized that I didn't have enough houses, so I added this one on here. Anyway, guys, I didn't plan on spending the whole episode at my base, but I just keep on talking. Probably because I haven't recorded in a while, so all I want to do is talk. Anyway, so here's that area I was showing you on the map where I added some trees. I made like a nice little barrier kind of separating, like kind of dividing like where my land is as opposed to the outside world. Because if I just kind of kept on going, like I need kind of like dividers to, I don't know, guys. I had to stop at some point, so I decided this is a good little area to kind of end my area. Gosh, I don't know how to put this. I'm at a loss for words. But anyway, so what I did was I grew a bunch of big oak trees. Now, if you want a tutorial on how to build big trees, I can show you that. But anyway, so I made a bunch of big trees along here, and in between I connected them with just a little bit of fencing. I mean, obviously you can still walk on through, so it's not like a proper barrier, but it does do the job to kind of like mark off my land from the outside land. So it's really nice. Anyway, so here's my my farming district, and all of my guys are dead. They're all dead. They all got slaughtered by zombies somehow. I don't know how it happened, but I mean all of them were like safe inside their houses, but I guess zombies probably came in like at the corner and hit them. Like I thought they fixed it to where mobs can't like hit through like the corners of blocks anymore, but I guess that's not a thing. Oh, speaking of updates and stuff, we're on 1.9.2 now. Oh baby. So a lot of our lag problems have fixed. I know whenever we first updated to 1.9, it was a bit laggy, but now it's fixed, and it's pretty exciting. It feels a lot better to play now that it's not lagging every 2 seconds, so that's good. Anyway, guys, what we're going to be doing in this episode is working on our guardian farm. Like I said at the end of the last episode that we'd be working on it. So guys, I will meet you over at my ocean monument that is not there anymore. Okay, see you there. Alright guys, here we are at this wonderful mess of a project. Oh baby, this was a heck of a lot of work to do back whenever we first worked on it, which was quite a while ago. As you can see, I still got scaffolding around. I still got chests full of sand up there, and chests full of ocean monument loot down here. I have let some people borrow some. Well, not borrow, but like take some, because I mean, obviously I'm not using it all. But yeah, guys, so I got all that crapo here, and now I want to make a farm to have infinite amounts of that stuff, not just for me, but for everyone on the server. It's going to be a community project. Okay, so... Alright, so I was looking on the wiki, and it said... Actually, I have it pulled up right next to me. I will read the exact... No, that's not what I'm trying to say. Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to read the exact thing that the wiki says. It says... Guardians only spawn in ocean monuments, which themselves only spawn in deep ocean biomes. Guardians spawn in water blocks within a 58 by 58 by 23 volume defined horizontally by the base of the ocean monument and vertically from the floor level of the monument, usually, if not always, Y39. So let me see what Y level this is. This is Y level 40. So... I put this little perimeter around here because this was... I thought this was the floor level, but maybe... Alright, so I think it was like the floor of it was... Okay, so... I thought the floor was like at this level. So like... All of... How do I... Okay, so... All of these blocks around here used to be like ocean monument blocks, and whenever I took down the monument, I tore them down. So I'm pretty sure the floor itself was at this level, but maybe if they can actually spawn inside the block that the floor was on, then it would make sense that it would be at Y39, which is what I'm at right now. So I guess they can spawn anywhere from here up to Y level 61, which is quite a distance up. Let me climb the staircase a little bit just to see what we have to work with. I'm pretty sure... I don't know if I can go all the way up. It's probably going to be at least to the top of this staircase before we have to turn. Let's see. So right here, what Y level are we? 53. So just a few more steps. And then 61. So this is the highest block that they can spawn. So, I'm just going to kind of make a little structure just so I know, like this is the height limit. Okay? So that's the height limit. Well, this is at 61, so they could probably spawn inside of this block. So maybe I should have made this, well, you know, I'll just remember that. So they can spawn, I guess, inside 61 and probably not inside 30. I don't know, guys. Farms confuse me. Anyway, so the design that I want to go for this, I'm not going to look at a tutorial. I don't want to do that. I ain't about that life. What I would like to do instead is kind of work on it. I wish I could talk. I want to kind of do my own design for this, so I've been doing a little bit of thinking. So I know they will spawn in water blocks. I think they can even spawn in flowing water blocks, but I'm not going to use any kind of flowing water blocks. So let me do like a little kind of mock-up design of this. So I have it set up like this because whenever they spawn inside of the water block, I want them to only go down. Now, if the water blocks were like all together in like one big hunk of water, then the Guardians will be able to swim up, down, left, right, etc., etc. They'd be able to swim at their will. With this farm idea, I'm thinking they would spawn, fall into the next water stream, but not be able to swim back up. So their only option is to go down. So if I do rows upon rows upon rows of this, even if they spawn at the very top, they'll make their way to the bottom without being able to swim back up. So that's my idea for this. And if I go from level 61 all the way down to 39, just follow these strips. It won't be the most efficient just because like we got 2 rows of air blocks and these just ever so often, every 3 blocks. It's not going to be the most efficient, but it will be fairly effective. So I want to kind of uh, work on this design here. But before I make the farm itself, I want to do something with these walls. Alright guys, we're back. This time, I'm in a world download, so I could test out some designs in creative mode. So I'm not on the actual server, I'm just in a single player world right now. Okay, so I was kind of working out some designs, and I think this is what I'm gonna go with. It uses a lot of granite, which looks really good with these prismarine blocks. I know granite is kind of an ugly block, but if I can use it the right way, it'll turn out pretty nicely. Now I'm thinking, here, hold up, let me pull out some of this cracked up granite. Now I'm thinking, what if I do a little something like this? Okay, you feel me? Alright, so since all of granite has like a connected texture, ooh, I like that. See, because doing something like that, it'll match with this prismarine a lot better, because this is all cracked up, that's all cracked up. Alright, I like that. I think I'm going to go with that. That looks nice. Inside of there, it looks like a big old eyeball, which I think is cool. So the first design that I made looked a little something like this. Now, I'm not opposed to this design at all, but like this was like my first design. As you can see, I got some water in front of it, and after doing some testing, this is actually outside of the spawn box. So I think it's like 84 by 84 or something close to that, or 86. I can't remember the exact number, but I marked out the dimensions here on the ground. So like this block that I'm standing on, they can spawn in, as well as any block inside of it. But outside of it, they cannot spawn. Like they can't spawn on these blocks here, which the water's over here, so that's too far out. So what I did over here was I moved the wall forward by 2 blocks. That way the water will be at this level, which is inside of the spawn radius. As you can see here, the spawn radius, you know, there's a 3 block gap, and then they can spawn just like over on this side. As you can see, 3 block gap, and then bam. Alright, so that's why I changed up the design. This is what it's gonna be. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to dig out a lot of this ground, because if we do something like this, I want to utilize as much of the spawning space as possible. So let me use like this stone here to kind of mark it out. Now the first one is on the 3rd block down, so 1, 2, 3, then 2 spaces, then another 2 spaces, and another 2 spaces, another 2 spaces, another. And they can spawn all the way down to that block there. So let's do 2 spaces, another 2 spaces, another 2 spaces. Now I don't know if they can actually spawn inside of this block. I believe they can, so I'm gonna include it. Even if they can't, I mean, oh well, it's just an extra water source. Maybe I could get some like squids from it, so it could be like part ink farm as well. Alright, so anyway, that's where all the water is gonna be, okay? So there's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 little rows of water going through, each with a 2 block gap in between, which is gonna be all signs. Well, not all signs, so like this block along here is gonna need to be signs. The block below it can just be an air block, and then obviously where the stone is, that's water. So they'll spawn in the water, fall down to the next water, fall down, keep going down. This basically just keeps it from them floating up, which is kinda why I did it that way. So basically now what's gonna go down is okay, so as you can see here, water signs, and then lava. I think I'm gonna do 2 strips of lava. So like there would be another bit of lava in this gap right here. That way They fall through one lava, get cooked a bit, fall through another lava, get cooked a bit, then the rest of the damage is going to be fall damage. So I'm going to have to go quite a bit further down, which is going to be oh so fun to do. I'm definitely looking forward to digging this whole thing out. Oh well guys, I'm going to hop back onto the regular iCraft server, get some work done, and I'll be back with you guys later. Alright guys, now we're back on the actual iCraft server. I'm on with XB. He's talking about skeleton horses in chat. And as you can see, I kind of mined this down just by a little bit, just to kind of flatten it off. There's like a kind of a big hill over there. Up here was kind of raised up a bit higher. And yeah, I just kind of dropped it down by a few levels. Now, whenever I was in my creative world, I talked about having something like that, and then some lava, and then another thing of lava. I'm thinking, instead of that, that's kind of the stupid way to do it. Because, I mean, thinking about it, if they're going to fall to their death, this is going to be a huge range to, like, span hoppers across to collect their loot. So instead, they're going to have their little spawn things. Then after a 2-block thing, I'm going to have water streams that are going to push them into the center, which not quite sure where the center is. Somewhere around here. Probably like these 4 blocks. I don't know. I know it's like a 4-block center instead of like a 1-block because it's even. Yeah. So in the center, they're all going to be pushed here, and then they're going to fall down. That's where I'm going to put the 2 lava blades for them to you know, get burnt up in, rather than, you know, all of this. That way I can reduce the amount of hoppers. I don't know, it'll be a lot easier that way. I won't need to have as much lava either. So basically what I'm gonna do now is work on the walls. Oh yeah, so this is gonna be one hell of a task. Let's just kind of look through the materials I got just from harvesting this. Let's collect the diorite out of these, or not diorite, granite out of these. It's not a lot. So I'm definitely going to have to go back to my base and grab some. I think I have some in town and away from town. Basically, on all of the corners, there's going to be this bit of granite that goes all the way up. We got a little bit of something going on so far, but I mean, this is going to take so many blocks, like no joke. This is a hefty little project I got going on, and that's good. Hopefully it's super efficient. I'm hoping. If it's not, I'm probably gonna cry myself to sleep for like 1,000 nights, because I'm spending a lot of time working on this, which is good, guys. I love doing big projects. That's usually what keeps me kind of motivated and keeps me going. And like I said at the beginning of this clip, like, I've been a little like not feeling like recording lately, which is bad, especially for me. Like I don't usually get this feeling. It's not something that's like familiar to me. I mean I know the feeling, but like usually I'm not the kind of person who would just like stop recording. But I don't know, I guess everyone needs like a little bit of a break. But as for right now, for me to get back on track, I kinda would, and this is gonna sound really bad, but I'm gonna have to force myself to record. Cause like naturally, like my instinct hasn't been to record, and that's why there's been less videos lately. But my way to my way to fix that is to, like, if I force myself to record now, then that'll give me like the energy to keep recording. So hopefully after this video I'll be more like what should I say, like more inclined to record, if that makes sense. I know XB's talking. I'll message him back in a minute. But yeah, so if I force myself to do it, that'll kind of get me back into recording mode, like get me back into the system. So I don't know why I put in this this torch grid. It's probably gonna not be necessary, considering a lot of this is gonna be water. but you know, whatever. So whenever we were looking in the created world, the bottom block of water was at this stone level. So let's see, the stone level is, I think it's in line with like that block there. So it's gonna have 2 signs, and then this block here is where like the water currents are gonna come from that push it to the middle. So basically, all this is pretty much useless. Oh god. Whatever. Anyway, so I'm gonna have something like this on all of the sides, and as you can see, that was like about 2 stacks of blocks. So, and that's just the framework. Then I gotta fill in all the insides. Oh baby, I got my work cut out for myself. Anyway, guys, I am gonna go ahead and leave you guys off here. As you know, I have loads of work to do. I'm probably gonna be going back and forth from working on this to working on my base off camera. I don't know when the next episode will be. Hopefully before too long. Like I don't know. I'm feeling pretty happy recording right now. So I don't know. I'll probably spend a lot more time working on this tonight. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I'm sorry it took me so long to get this episode out, but anyway, if you like this video, make sure to show your support by hitting the like button and leave the friend zone. Join the fam. Want to know how? Subscribe to my channel. Make sure to have a good night, day, morning, evening, whatever it is for you. Have a great one, and I will catch you next time.